Today we're going to take a look at the settings on the Delonghi La Specialista Opera. This is the model EC9555, and this is really my favorite so far of the La Specialista line. However, the settings are not that intuitive, so what I'm going to do is try to make this nice and succinct for you so that you can refer to this video in the future. So we're going to go into the settings menu and see what we can change on settings, and we're going to also program a shot here so that you can program volumetrically how much you get out. Let's get started. All right, well, let's go ahead and get started with what is intuitive. This knob right here, it says dose level on it, and this is just a timer knob. So whether you've got number 1 selected or number 2, that's going to either grind for a shorter or longer amount of time for a single or for a double espresso, and that's also going to affect when you press the OK button for how long of an extraction that you get. What else is intuitive is the temperature setting. So at the lowest setting, it's at 92, then the middle is 94, and the top is 96, according to the instructions. I'm going to leave mine set at 94. This is the water dispensing button, and here you got your drinks from espresso cool to cold brew to espresso, Americano, and coffee. So far, so good. That's all pretty intuitive. If we take a look at these indicators up here, let's go through those real quick. This first one here lets us know that if we have this lever pulled forward, that we cannot grind, okay? Because then the chute is blocked. So that's what that indicator is for. Second indicator is to let us know if we don't have enough beans here in the hopper. There are 2 sensors in there to note for that. The triangle sensor is to let you know that you should back flush the machine. This sensor right here, or display rather, shows you when you should descale your machine. This lets you know that you got too little water, and this lets you know that you're steaming. Okay, but let's go into the settings menu next. To do that, just press and hold on the X1 button and this cup button for several seconds, and then you're going to enter into the settings menu. And here you've got basically 3 selections: espresso, Americano, and coffee. So espresso, that's just the grind adjustment, which lets you change here how long you're going to grind for. I always just leave it on here, but if the machine gets really old, then you can switch up to the longer grinding adjustment or extra grinding adjustment. That's just going to grind for longer once the burrs get dull. Okay, so I'm going to put that back on this one, and to save, I'm going to press OK. The next one, Americano, that's water hardness, and the default is set at really hard water. So we do have hard water, but if you have really soft water, like I guess in Australia they do, then you can set it for soft. This is medium, and this is hard. I'm going to keep it on hard for my machine. Now, this is an important setting. It does not have a sensor in there, by the way, to sense the amount of scale, but it does let you know more frequently that you have to descale. Let's move on to coffee. Now, what this does is it sets our standby time. So on this first setting, it will be 5 minutes. Second setting is for 90 minutes. And the third setting is for 3 hours. I'm going to set mine for 90 minutes. It doesn't make so much of a difference really because this doesn't get heated up over time. However, I like to keep it on 90 minutes because 5 minutes is just too annoying. It shuts off the machine in between, and yeah, it's just better for me to keep it here on 90 minutes. So those are the main settings there. Next, let's take a look at how we're going to do a volumetric shot. So for my volumetric shot, I've got my double basket installed here. I'm going to put that into the cradle here. And now I can select either X1 or X2. I want a double shot, and I'm set at right about 16 here. So it's also good to have a scale like this one here. And what we're going to do is, first of all, just weigh our dose. All right, scale's teared out. And I'm going to press the X2 and see what we get. All right, I'm going to tamp right away, tamp twice. And let's see what we get when we put it on the scale. Okay, 17.7. So therefore, I'm going to aim for a 1-to-2 ratio, meaning that 17.7 in, I'm going to aim for about 35 out. All right, so to set the volume of the drink, all you have to do is press and hold the illuminated button until it starts blinking. and then press OK to start. You will see also that the espresso, which is selected, is blinking too. We're going to press OK to start, and we're going to stop it again with the OK button when we reach the volume we want. So I'm aiming for 35. I want to stop it here at 30. There's a little bit more does come out towards the end. So there is my 1:2 ratio there, all set up for next time. And now do keep in mind that you can follow that same process not only for espresso, but for the other drinks here on the dial as well. They all have a default quantity and they all have a programmable quantity. So one common question is, are these settings saved for the next time, even after you unplug the machine? And yes, they are stored into permanent memory. If, however, you want to go back to default settings, all you have to do is press and hold the 1X and the cup button to get back into the settings menu, and then press and hold the cup button for several seconds until the OK light starts blinking, and now we are back into the default settings. Alrighty guys, I hope this video is helpful for you, and until next time I say happy coffee drinking and happy espresso drinking. Bye now.